These 10 hygiene secrets have been kept from you just like they were kept from me, but today I'm going to be breaking them all down. Hi guys, it's Nia, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing very well. Today I'm going to be talking about the 10 hygiene secrets that no one told me, the hygiene secrets I wish I knew sooner, and the hygiene secrets you guys are going to wish you knew sooner as well once I start getting into this video. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below if you're new. Let's get straight into tip number 1. Alright, this one is a game changer and I love doing this. I also love doing this when it's that time of the month for me as well, but lavender oil on your panties. If you haven't watched my period tips video, make sure you do go watch it because I gave some really banging tips on that video. I kind of touched on that point in that video. Lavender has such a relaxing scent, a relaxing aroma about it, like something about it just so relaxing, but it's very strong as well. So you want to make sure that you're careful with the amount that you're using. But even by me putting tiny drops, I can still smell the aroma, I can smell the scent. It's very strong, it's girly, I just feel so feminine when I do it. It's something I recently got into. I've been doing it for only like about a month. I watched a YouTube video on it and it is actually a game changer. I'm just going to show you girls what I mean because I don't want anyone to do this incorrectly. So I got my lavender oil from Amazon. You can find lavender oil anywhere. You're just going to want to get your panties and you're literally going to put small drops on the top. You don't put it anywhere near this area. Tip number 2, layering your scents. This one is a really big one. If you're going in the shower and you're using a lavender bar of soap and then you're using a vanilla body scrub and then you're using a mango shower gel or a mango body wash, you're going to smell very weird. You're going to be clean 100%, but you're going to smell very weird because you haven't stuck to one scent throughout. The key to smelling good all day is by layering your scent, because the more you layer your scent, the stronger of that scent will be on you. So one thing I always recommend is make sure you are matching your scent with every single product that you use in the shower and after the shower. If you're using a vanilla bar of soap in the shower, you have to use a vanilla body scrub. If you're using a vanilla body scrub, you have to use a vanilla body wash. If you're using a vanilla body wash, when you come at the shower, you have to be using a vanilla body lotion and then a body oil, okay, and then a vanilla perfume or a perfume oil of your choice. You have to keep matching your scents because there's no better compliment in this world than, oh, you smell good, oh, you smell good, oh, you smell like vanilla. There's no better compliment, and when I started fixing my hygiene, that's a compliment I would get all the time, and it was no better feeling. I was in Costa one time about to make my way to work and this guy was like, oh, you smell really nice. He could smell me over the counter. He could smell me from over the counter. I'm sorry, my tips work, okay? My tips work. A lot of people say, oh, when I spray perfume, it doesn't last all day. Or a lot of people say, oh, I showered in the morning, but I can't smell myself after like an hour. Because you're not matching your scents. You're not making the scent strong as it could be. And the way to make the scent strong is by having all the same scented products. Tip number 3, oil pulling. This is something I recently started doing as well. I literally only been doing this for like about 2 weeks. But I honestly already see a difference with my teeth. So I got mine from Amazon. It came in a pack of 3. But you basically just in the morning, you scoop like a teaspoon of coconut oil, put it in your mouth before you brush your teeth, like literally in the morning, and you just want to swirl it in your mouth. It gets rid of all the oil, all the smelly bacteria in your mouth, and it also makes your teeth more white. If you haven't heard of coconut oil or oil pulling before, I will pull a little screenshot up on Google or Safari about what it does, the benefit of it. But I've recently been doing it and I have seen that my teeth are low-key getting whiter. I've always had white teeth in general because I use apple cider vinegar, but that's a tip. That's a tip we're going to get into later. Oil pulling is a really good way to just swish out all the bacteria. The oil has also helped to get rid of all the bacteria, so when you brush your teeth, it's a lot more easier to get rid of that bacteria, especially on your tongue, because that's where all of it lies. If you haven't heard of it before, then like I said, these are the hygiene secrets that no one has told you. Tip number 4, using perfume oils instead of perfumes. This is something that has been an absolute game changer for me. Perfume oils is something I'm 100% going to recommend more than perfume. Why? Because if you don't know, you're going to get to know, because perfume oils hold more scent to it because it's oil based. Anything oil based will stay on your skin longer and it's a lot more stronger. I love me some good perfume, but one thing about me, like, I like something to stay on my skin all day, especially if I know I'm going to be out all day. Like if I've got uni all day, or if I'm doing something all day, if I know I'm going to be out the house all day, I want a scent that's going to stay on me all day and that's not going to go anywhere. And when it comes to those days, a perfume oil is what I rely on now instead of a perfume. But back in the day, it used to be perfume. This is why people always say that after you come out the shower, make sure you put oil on your skin, because anything oil based will lock in moisture. So that's why people recommend, and that's why I recommend also using a perfume oil, because a perfume oil will stay on your skin much longer than a perfume ever would. And a little hack that I love doing, when I wash my beddings, okay, when I wash my sheets, I love putting some perfume oil, like a dribble of perfume oil on my mattress protector, and then I put my fitted sheet on top, and then obviously, you know, go to bed at night. The way my bed smells, but that's just a little hack, just put some dribbles of perfume oil, thank me later. You're gonna go to sleep every night looking forward to going to sleep. I got my hand on Oud when I was in Dubai, haven't stopped using it, I love it. I also have the Yara perfume oil from TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop have got some really good perfume oils. Amazon have got some as well. You can find some in store at a shopping mall. You can find perfume oils anywhere. Tip number 5 is using a dry stick deodorant. This is something I love doing. A lot of people seem to make this mistakes when it comes to deodorant. I'm gonna show you 2 types of deodorant, and there's one that you should use and there's one that you shouldn't use. This is my dry dry stick deodorant. I get mine from Sainsbury's, but you can find these anywhere. I used to use the classic fresh one, but now I use this one. But I switch between the two. So this is the Dove antiperspirant deodorant, 0% alcohol, powder soft, long lasting fragrance. And then I've also got another deodorant by Dove, but this isn't a dry stick deodorant, this is a spray deodorant. Like I said, my signature scent is vanilla, so as you can see, this is vanilla scented. I got this from Savor. These two deodorants, I'm gonna tell you the difference between these both and why more to use this one instead of this one. So I love Dove. As you all know, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I love Dove. I feel like they're the best when it comes to hygiene, especially when it comes to the girlies. This is the deodorant I use every single day because I shower every single day, like we all should be. Hello. So this is the deodorant I use every single day after a shower. This is a dry stick deodorant, meaning it doesn't cause you to sweat. It doesn't cause you to smell. Back in the day, before I realized anything about hygiene and why I was always smelling bad, I was using a deodorant that had a wet finish to it. Never, ever, ever use deodorants that have a wet finish to it. They make you smell more, they stain your clothes, and they make you sweat more as well because you're putting a wet product under your arms straight after the shower. Like, you're going to be sweating throughout the day. Spray deodorants are the ones that people mostly use, so you're going to be very intrigued to know what I'm about to say, because these type of deodorants I do not recommend all the time. I've got this deodorant, so I obviously do use it, which I do, but the only time I use this deodorant is when I'm running in and out the house. I do not use this after a shower. I do not use this if I know I'm going to be out all day. I do not use this if it's summer, because during summer, like, you know, people are prone to sweat more, so I wouldn't rely on a spray deodorant. Like, there are certain times of the year or certain times of life that I would not use this at all. But if I'm just running in and out of the house, I'm going to one little errand, I'm going to the shop and coming back, you know, maybe I didn't have time to shower in the morning because I had something to do, then I will just chuck this on. If you smell a couple hours after you get out the shower, or you smell fast, or you're more prone to smelling bad throughout the day, it's because you're not using a proper deodorant. And if you're relying on a spray deodorant to make you smell good all day, you're not going to smell good all day. That's just the reality, because it's not attaching itself to your skin properly. Okay, not saying that you're going to smell if you use a spray deodorant, but you're more quicker to smell and you're more likely to smell if you're using a spray deodorant. Number 6 is using cotton underwear. Okay, now I'm going to show you the types of underwear that I have. So I've got like 3 pairs of underwear. So cotton for girlies is the most important type of material, especially for our girl, because it makes it breathable, it makes it more like softer and more comfortable. I got mine from Primark. I'm going to show you 3 different types. So these are the ones I love using when I'm on my cycle. On my cycle, I love using these because I just love wearing grannies on my cycle. I never really wear knickers like these unless I'm on my cycle, because I don't hate grannies, but I only really like grannies if I'm on my cycle. If I'm not on my cycle, there's no reason for me to be in a granny. I love wearing these when I'm on my cycle, quick, easy, and done. When I'm not on my cycle, I do love me a good lace. I'll be honest with you, I do love me a good lace. But recently, ever since I found out that cotton is a much more preferred material for women, just to make it more breathable down there, I have stopped wearing lace as much, and now I still wear cotton underwear, but thong versions. If you don't know me, I do prefer to wear thongs. I just feel like it's more me. Like I said, like grannies when I'm on my period, I love it, but if I'm not on my cycle, I am a thong girly. I do like wearing thongs. I just feel like they're a lot more comfortable. I feel more feminine in them for some reason. I don't know how to explain it, but I do feel more feminine when I wear a thong versus when I wear a granny. That's just my opinion anyway. But most thong materials I found are like lace material, they're silk, so it's not really the type of material I should be wearing down there. So I did actually manage to find a thong panties, but cotton version, and it's the one I was actually showing earlier this video. This is an example of one of my panties, which is still cotton, so really good material for my girl down there, but also it's a thong version, which I love wearing. I got these from TikTok shop. It came in so many packs. I was even showing one on my period tips video. If you haven't watched that video, you need to go watch that video. But I've got so many colors of these. I love these. They're really comfortable, and then as you can see, they're a thong version as well. Get your hand on some cotton material thongs. They are game changers. I always used to wear thongs like these. Don't get me wrong, they're really cute, they're really sexy, they're really feminine and stuff like that, but now I do prefer to still wear thongs, but cotton material, because they're a lot more better for my girl down there. So especially if you wear pants to bed, I don't recommend wearing pants to bed. I don't wear pants unless it's that time of the month, unless I'm discharging. I don't wear pants to bed. But if you do wear pants to bed, get your hand on cotton underwear. You shouldn't really be wearing lace knickers to bed. You know what I mean? Like, it's just uncomfortable. Tip number 7. This is something I recently talked about on my TikTok and on my other social medias, because it's something that a lot of people do. It's a mistake that I made when I was growing up, and it's a mistake that I definitely don't want you guys to make. So when it comes to smelling, odor, all those kind of stuff, people make it worse for themselves by putting deodorant on top of something that already smells, putting deodorant on top of odor, putting deodorant on top of sweat. The amount of people that make this mistake, putting deodorant on top of something that smells bad, does not make that scent go away. If anything, it makes the scent stronger. And this is something I have to emphasize, because a lot of people make this mistake. Do not come back from the gym or do not come back from somewhere where you sweated and, you know, instead of taking a shower you just put deodorant. You're gonna smell worse. Deodorant does not mask odor, it makes it strong. When I was younger, I did this a lot. Like, for example, I didn't wake up early to shower in the morning before school, so before school I would just put deodorant on and go to school. I would stink throughout the school day, especially for all my busy girlies, my corporate babes, especially for all of you lot. Like, just take a shower in the morning. Don't be lazy to take a shower in the morning and just be like, oh, I'll just put deodorant. Don't do that, okay? Take a shower, don't be nasty. Now, this is the hack that I love doing, and a lot of girls gatekeep. A lot of people don't talk about this, but I'm talking about it. Mousse and perfume on your hair, in your hair. Let me talk about it. As a girl, we pay a lot of attention to how our body smells, how our girl smells down there, how we smell throughout the day. But one thing that we always seem to neglect and forget about is our hair. How does our hair smell? Because people really do smell your hair more than you think. People really get a whiff of your hair more than you think. You ever walk past someone and like their hair was flying about and you smell that? Yeah. You ever sit in a class and some girl sits next to you and you smell her hair? Yeah, well, not smell her hair, but like, you can get the whiff of it. And one thing that I absolutely love doing is something I figured out earlier at the start of this year, and I can't non-stop doing it. Let me just put a disclaimer out there now. I do not recommend doing this on natural hair, okay? I have never done this on my natural hair, so I'm not going to recommend any girl to do this on their natural hair. But for my black girlies, if you've got wigs, if you've got weaves, if you've got crochet, if you've got braids, especially braids, like braids this is a tea one to do for braids. The thing I love doing is putting mousse and perfume in your hair together. I'm just going to show you what I mean. I've run out of my mousse. I can't give you an example, unfortunately, but you're literally just going to put some mousse in your hand and you're going to choose a perfume of choice. Like I said earlier this video, you want to make sure that you're layering your scent, so make sure you choose a perfume that matches with your signature scent. You're going to put a few sprays of that perfume in your hand with that mousse. You're going to mix the mousse and the perfume in your hand together and just run it through your hair. You are going to smell absolutely amazing. Mousse is moisture, okay? You're putting perfume with moisture and putting it in your hair. It's going to stay on you all day. I've literally done this like once ever since having this hairstyle, and my hair still smells good. You don't have to do it every single day. Like, you can literally do this once and I promise you, your hair is going to smell good for like 2 to 3 weeks. People have complimented me on my hair before, and I know it's not because of me. Like, I know it's because of that perfume and that mousse in my hair. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, a lot of girls rely on hairsprays in order to make their hair smell nice, but I never recommend this. A hairspray is not going to stay in your hair long. A hairspray is like a body mist. You put it on, as soon as you go outside, it goes away. So you want to make sure that you have something that's going to stay in your hair all day, and a perfume is going to do just that. You can use a perfume oil, like I was saying earlier in this video, but me personally, I don't want to waste my perfume oil on my hair, if that makes sense, because perfume oils are quite expensive, especially if you go for a good quality one. The perfume oil that I got from Dubai is really good quality, and I can't afford to waste that on my hair. Like, I just can't do it. So I use a perfume for this, and it still works really well. Makes my hair smell really good all day, and it's just the scent is just lasting throughout my hair to my toes. Don't neglect your hair. Make sure your hair smells good just as you do. Tip number 9, keeping smelly clothes on top of a clean body, or just in general keeping smelly clothes on. This is something I have to talk about, especially for my people who are active. One thing I realize about people, sometimes people actually don't smell bad. What smells bad is their clothes, and that makes them smell bad. So make sure you are very aware of how your clothes smell. You can smell great, you can come out the shower and smell amazing, but if you're repeating clothes that have been smelly, or you've worn them over the past couple of days and they've got a little scent to it, or they've got a little odor to it, and you wear those clothes, that odor, even though you smell good, is going to attach onto you. Even if you wear something for a day, smell the armpit area of it. If it's got a lick of odor, put it in the wash. I feel like we've already covered a lot in this video. I'm literally out of breath. But on to the last and final tip for this video. Apple cider vinegar for teeth whitening. I did say I was going to get to this, and I made sure to make it the last point because this is something I genuinely want to talk about, and it's something that is controversial. A lot of people don't seem to want to do it, or a lot of people don't agree with it, and I completely get that. Swish an apple cider vinegar around your mouth for teeth whitening. It's such a natural remedy for teeth whitening. A lot of people buy all these expensive stuff, these teeth whitening strips, but I promise you, if you want a natural remedy that actually works, and it doesn't take long to work either, apple cider vinegar for teeth whitening is something I'm 100% going to recommend. But you have to be careful with the usage, because apple cider vinegar can damage your tooth enamel if you're not careful. When I give this tip, I always make sure to give context, because a lot of people can make the mistake. Do not do this more than 2 times a week. Do not do this more than like 3 times a year. I'm not even joking. When I do this hack, I literally do it 2 times a week for like 2 weeks, and then I don't use it again for like 6, 7, 8 months. I'm not even joking. Last time I used apple cider vinegar was like May, June time, and I'm probably not going to use it again until like next year. When I was in school, I always got the compliment of my teeth are so white, and I promise you, it wasn't teeth whitening strips, it wasn't any of that. It literally was just apple cider vinegar. You're going to want to swish apple cider vinegar in your mouth for like 2 to 3 minutes before you brush your teeth in the morning. you're gonna obviously spit it out and just brush your teeth as normal. Do that 2 times a week for 2 weeks, and then don't touch it again for like a couple of months. You're gonna thank me later. It genuinely works. Whew, we have come to the end of that video, guys. Oh my gosh, I feel like it was such a long one. Like, I feel like I've been filming for ages, but when I edit, this is gonna look like nothing to you guys. I'm actually so glad that I get to share all my experiences that I once struggled with, and I can share them with you. And if you want more of these type of videos, make sure you do like this video and subscribe down below, and be so happy to have you here. Let me know what type of tips that you already knew about, or the tips that you actually didn't know about. If you knew all of these tips, creds to you. I don't know who told you that, or maybe follow me on TikTok, because TikTok does know about this first. Make sure you do tune into my next video, because I'm excited to give you all the secrets, the tips on how you can get out of your lazy girl era going into 2026. Hope to see you all in my next video.